I'm getting a bunch of questions about our Hawaii trip and kind of how we planned everything and where we were, what we did. So I figured I would make a couple reels to kind of break it down and help you guys out. First things first, our airfare. We, of course, use the Southwest credit card that we've had for a few years now. So we had points built up and did not pay for a single flight all the way to Hawaii. So we flew from Phoenix to San Diego, from San Diego to Honolulu, and then we flew back home from Honolulu through San Jose and then back to Phoenix. We flew out on a Monday morning and then flew back on a Saturday morning. And those days were honestly just cheaper. They're days that we were looking at. So we, of course, always use the calendar on the Southwest website, which pulls up the entire month, and you can kind of see which days are cheaper. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are typically the cheapest to fly, but the Monday, Saturday setup was pretty affordable for us. I don't think it was much more than the Tuesday and Wednesday flights. And it, of course, was way cheaper than any Thursday, Friday, Sunday flights. So that's why we picked those days, just so we could use the least amount of points. And these were just regular seats. We were honestly kind of pretty far in the back. But since we have the credit card, we, on the flight back, were able to upgrade to, I'm calling it the Southwest Economy First Class. We got a bag of pistachios, but the seats had so much more legroom. I didn't think it was going to be a big deal, but honestly, it made like all the difference in the world on that long flight back from Hawaii. So it was honestly super nice, and it was completely free. We also each only checked one bag, which when you have the credit card, it is free to check one bag per person. It used to be free to check 2 bags, so I was a little sad because I probably would have checked 2 bags for this big of a trip, but I just packed a little more strategically. That way I wouldn't have to pay for any baggage fees. And little side note to this is we live in Arizona and we don't have anyone to like house sit and pet sit for us when we go on trips. So we're typically stuck driving back to New Mexico to leave our dog with family, and then we fly out from there for our trips. But the price difference for flights from Albuquerque to Hawaii was so significantly more that we're not going to be able to do this. It's too much. So what we actually did is we used points to fly my mother-in-law out from Albuquerque to Phoenix the day before we left for our trip. And it was perfect. We picked her up, got to spend a little bit of time with her. She took us to the airport the following morning. And then when we flew back on Saturday evening, it was magic because we got off the flight. There was my mother-in-law. Her departure gate was literally right next to us, like literally right next to us. So she just handed us the key to our car. We gave her a souvenir and drove home. Yeah, so all in all, I think really out of pocket, all we spent for our flights was under $20 just for taxes. Everything else was completely free.